Welcome to Kurt's Home Living. Day 1, preparation for our oxtail and sausage gumbo. Okay, I'm going to be cleaning up these oxtails real quick and seasoning them. Went down to my local butcher down on the Strip District in Pittsburgh. They have a market down there where they have fresh meats as well as they cook food. Very good place to go. They sell no pork, but you get the best lamb, goat, oxtails, chicken. You cut it how you want it. Okay, we're just gonna get a good rinse on these. A lot of cultures focus heavily on cleaning the meat. Makes sense. I used to just rinse my meat thoroughly, but I'm always open to suggestions and things that make a little sense. Two good rinses. We're going to go in with some white vinegar. And I have a little bit of my freshly squeezed lemon juice. A little salt. Just rub your hands into the meat all around the fat. We'll just let that hang out right there. I have some soapy bleach water over there. I'm also going to be cutting up this meat. This pork I have to make some Cajun sausage. I'll be grinding it freshly. Okay, I took some beef some smoked kibasi, took the casing off, and I'm gonna be grinding that up with the pork. Already cleaned and rinsed this pork. We're just going to grind it up in our meat grinder on course. I'm going to just be grinding this up, cutting this up in little pieces. I'm going to just be also have some bacon in there to add to the fat element. You're always looking for 70-30. meat per fat content ratio. And these are just some boneless pork chops, sirloin, and center cut. I caught them on sale, so I figured I might as well make some sausage out of it. Supposed to use pork butt, pork shoulder. And I do, this time I'm gonna just use what I have. And as I said, this is gonna be for the Cajun sausage for our oxtail gumbo. We're going to just run this through one course, season it, and get it ready. Okay, that's it. Freshly ground pork to make our Cajun andouille sausage for our oxtail gumbo. Now back to the oxtails. They've been soaking in this vinegar, lime juice, or lemon juice and salt. I'm going to drain those off. I mean, if you want to rub it down with lemons and all that, that's good, but I feel it's not necessary. That's my opinion. This is USDA. Now the rinse, and that should suffice. get all the moisture out of here. And I'm just pressing down on it. And I'm gonna put me some vegetable oil on this. How about some olive oil? Just a little. Now we're going to create a seasoning blend for this. We're going to create a seasoning blend for this. I have all my homemade seasonings. I have a half a tablespoon measuring spoon here. Let's see. 2 tablespoons of thyme. This is my thyme from my garden that I dried out. Let's say 1.5 tablespoons of my freshly dried out garlic powder. This is my homemade curry powder. We use a teaspoon of that. This is my Cajun seasoning. All these were in the video. I'm going to do 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon of that Cajun seasoning. I have my celery salt, teaspoon of that. This is my Chinese 5-spice. Teaspoon of that. This is my pimento, or as we say it, allspice, freshly ground. Teaspoon of that. This is my onion powder. Teaspoon of that. This is my garlic pepper. We're just going to add a half a teaspoon of that. I already have the garlic in there. Speaking of pepper, let's add a teaspoon of black pepper. I have some ginger. A teaspoon of that. Let's get something spicy in here. Instead of using cayenne pepper, I'm going to use my homemade habanero pepper. I'm going to go with 1.5 teaspoons of that. Just blend this together. Excuse me. That will be the habanero pepper. Raising some cane right now. Fussing a little bit in this bowl. All right, we're going to go ahead and move it around a little bit. You notice I put no salt in here, just whatever salt was in my celery salt. That'll come in time. All right, that's it on that. We want to sit this in a cooler. Let that sit back and chill out for a while. For 24 hours. So we're going to take the same bowl we used for our oxtails. We're going to go ahead with some of the same seasoning. We're going to add a little extra of our Cajun seasoning to this. And we want to spice it up. We're going to go with a different hot pepper. Let's try this bird's eye. Some of my bird's eye pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of milk and water to this. Sounds crazy. Works pretty effective though. We're going to go with some paprika in here. And I'm going to put some of my homemade paprika in there. This is my hot paprika. I made from Thai chili peppers. go with a little bit more thyme in here. And sea salt. Just mix this up pretty good. All right, it's looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and hook the casings, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put them in casings. We'll go ahead and make links out of this sausage. Again, I'm using my trusty hog casings. Let them go in some lukewarm water. So with these casings, you have to put them on the spigot and let the water run through them. I let it go through a couple of times. Make sure your water is cold. All right, we're going to load our pan with the sausage. The sausage has a turning machine. Now we have our meat to the front. We're going to go ahead and tie our casing off. Actually, we're not going to tie it off. We're going to let it run. Sausage making it sloppy. Underestimated how much meat is in there. We'll use some more of that. We'll just get a good twist on these for now. Okay, here you go, my Cajun sausage. Let's give this a poke. You have to always poke the sausage to release some of the air, or they'll bust on you. I've had them bust on me a couple of times. Okay, let's twist these in the lengths. Twist towards me. Twist away from me. Towards me, away from me. See if we can get this meat a little bit more evenly distributed in this one. Twist towards me. Can get confusing. Here's your bangers. Cajun andouille sausage. We're going to let them hang out on that board. Then I'm going to smoke them from 1 to 2 hours and get them ready for our oxtail and sausage gumbo. I have a few charcoal briskets, some of my local cherry tree wood, and later when it calmed down I added some Jack Daniel's smoking chips. Okay, I got these things out here smoking. I let my fire get a little out of control. I think I'm gonna have to throw a little bit more water on here, calm it down. I just want to get a quick smoke on these andouille sausage. I have some cherry wood from my tree out here that I had cut down, one of my trees I had cut down. And I have some Jack Daniel's smoking chips, whiskey barrel smoking chips. It's coming along okay. As I said, the fire got a little out of control, but they're looking pretty good. Just want to get a little smoke on them, so I wouldn't have to go to the store to buy my andouille sausage. I made my own. Okay, I'll get back and let you know how this thing goes. Okay, I'm back out here with my smoked andouille sausage. It's looking pretty good. It's been on for 1.5 hours. We're gonna go ahead and pull them off. Looking pretty good. It's supposed to be an internal temperature of 150 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sure we've got to that point. Still have a few charcoals and our cherry wood still burning there. I might put something else on here. Smoked Cajun sausage. Homemade. I had to cut one open just to see how it looks. Looks pretty good. See that? Let's give it a taste. Good taste. Bursting with Cajun flavors. I could taste that allspice, that Chinese 5-spice. I taste the Cajun. It's a cross between a Jamaican and a Cajun flavor in there. I could taste the heat of the habanero and the bird's eye chili peppers. Really good. Still nice and moist. See the juices in there. We're going to stop the cooking process on these and throw them right in the freezer. Thanks for watching Kurt's Home Living. Day 1. Oxtail and Sausage Gumbo.